center for today's match in the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways between Stallion Laguna FC and Azkals Development Team. We thank you all for coming today and encourage you to visit the official PFL website, pfl.org.ph, for more details of the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the team lineups for today's match. For Stallion Laguna FC, player number 21, Pepito Hason. Player number 3, Matthew Nieras. Player number 4, Reynald Villarreal. Player number 5, Gabriel Silva. Player number 7, Abu C. Player number 8, Finn McDaniel. Player number 9, Ruben Doctora. Player number 10, Rafa Negueda. Player number 17, Alan Angeles. Player number 18, Jorel Aristorenas. Player number 22, Koichi Belgira. The substitutes are player number 1, Michael Asong. Player number 11, Juan Galeana Trujillo. Player number 12, Troy Limbo. Player number 16, Yannick Tuason. Player number 19, JV Calucaran. Player number 23, Leonardo Rosa Neguera. Player number 24, Joe Warren Bidia. Player number 25, Brian Ibanez. Player number 28, Hamed Hajabati. Player number 30, Charles Picari. The head coach is Ernie Nieras. For Azkals Development Team, player number 2, Enrico Mangawa. Player number 5, Haren De Gracia. Player number 6, Harry James Nunez. Player number 8, Jacob Maniti. Player number 11, Eric Galiantes. Player number 14, Jaime Rosquillo. Player number 17, Stefan Schrapp. Player number 24, Anthony Carino. Player number 30, Camille Jaser Amirul. Player number 47, Chester Pabualan. Player number 77, Justin Lawrence Frias. The substitutes are player number 3, Cian Gabriel Galsim. Player number 7, Dennis Chung. Player number 9, Andres Rafael Aldegar. Player number 13, Lance Loxin. Player number 19, Cyril South. Player number 22, Johayakim Dalam. Player number 25, Lance Bencho. Player number 27, Zachary Taninko. Player number 31, Vincent Parpan. Player number 32, Emilio Bongolan. The head coach is Giovanni Villagracia. The referee for this match is Raymart De Los Santos. Assistant referee, Ryan Flores. Assistant referee number 2, Hussein Magbusara. The fourth official is Mick Jan Pineda. The referee assessor is Roberto Hernandez. And your match commissioner is Maja Anyo.
Tinuloy-tuloy mo na sana. Dapat binigay mo lang kay Miss Mad, pasabi ng pangalan. Binigay mo na sana. Happy birthday.
Rep, ano to? Looking to end the first half with a bang. It's the 2022-2023 Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways as we are coming to you from the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. You are catching this exclusive coverage right here on the social media pages of the PFL. So don't forget to hit that like, follow, or subscribe button. And here we go. Stallion Laguna FC hosting the Azkals development team in this mid-table clash. It is their second meeting of this season already that is about to hit the halfway mark. Stallion are looking to bounce back as they suffered a loss about last week, while the Azkals development team, on the other hand, are looking to carry on their winning ways. And simple as this, with the implications, my oh my, look what we have here. A win today from the ADT will get them level with Stallion Laguna on points at fourth place. So this is a must-win affair for both teams. Should they suffer or get a draw, things will remain at status quo with Stallion holding a 3-point lead because these two squads are looking to chase the top three in the likes of Kaya, UCFC, and Dynamic Herb Cebu. So goal difference is something they will also have to look out for. But let's take a look at the starting lineup for the hosts in Stallion. They've got Pepito Hayson in goal. No Balot Doctor. Oh, well, check that. He is in the lineup today, but it appears that Matthew Nieras will be having the captain's armband. So Balot again, his first season back after about 2 years due to personal reasons. So it is essential that they get going quickly in Stallion Laguna. A lot of experience again and a lot of holdovers from the recent years. Finn McDaniel is their leading scorer to date with 4 goals and add 2 assists to that mix. And a deep bench again, as we see in Stallion. They've got the likes of Leo Henrique and Juanito Galian and Hamed Ajimani as their foreigners looking to come off. Joe Warren Bedia, often a spark plug used to inject some life into their offense in the later stages of the game. Coach Ernie Nieras is back again and confirmed that he will be active in the sidelines as he was out for some time and was overseas to attend to some personal reasons. And let's not forget about the ADT. And the visitors, Enrico Mangawang or Iko Mangawang will be the man in goal. It looks like they do not have Julian Schwarzer in this match. And we expect the youngsters again of Coach Giovanni Villagracia and Stefan Schrock to line up in that 4-2-3-1 formation of theirs with the likes of Jacob Maniti in the middle. And they will be having Kajamirul and Jaime Rosquillo as their usual suspects to anchor the defense at center back. And when you look at the ADT again, everyone here is just a player looking to get or looking to break out, given that these are all standouts in the youth national teams of the Philippines. So picture this, Stefan Schack, who will captain them. As always, he is their captain, playing coach, and midfielder, but from what I am hearing, he will be playing at striker as they look to change things up. Andres Aldeguer is normally the man up front for them, but he is on the bench. So let's see if he'll be added into the mix to give them some life later on in this game. Let's review the recent form. We jump back to Stallion Laguna. They are coming off 2 close losses. The last match was a 1-0 defeat to United City FC over at the new Clark City Athletics Stadium. Stallion also fell 2-1 to Kaya Iloilo, but Koichi Belgira gave them some life as he found the back of the net, but it was too little, too late. And right before their skid, they managed to pick up 3 wins over the likes of Maharlika, Mendiola, and the ADT also, which we will get to later on. But the form of the Azkals development team, on the other hand, they've gotten 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss in their last 5 matches. So the Azkals development team are coming off a 3-1 win. That was just last weekend over Mindiola FC 1991. As we take a look at Stallion on the other hand, and we are just clarifying things, and it looks like Balot Doctora will be the man with the armband. Is the correction from earlier. We just got confirmation as they're just wrapping up and looking to carry on with the pre-match protocol. So we look back again at the ADT's previous form as they continue to hit the road. It's pretty much been away games for them after they had a homestand at the comforts of the Rizal Memorial Stadium in Manila, which they consider as their home, of course, considering that, again, this is a part of the national team program, as Balot Doctora continues to be pictured, one of the legends from Barotac Nuevo. As it is time to take to the pitch for the pre-match protocol once more. Again, it's the 2022-2023 Philippines Football League. So stay tuned as we are close to kickoff.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let us all welcome the teams of Stallion Laguna FC and Azkals Development Team.
Here we go again, the final hurrah for the first half of the season before teams will take to the international and holiday break again. Stallion Laguna in their pink and white uniforms will look to end with a bang. And the same could be said about the agenda of the visiting Azkals development team, captained by Stefan Schrock. Stefan Schrock, of course, a man with Bundesliga experience and has played in top UEFA club competitions. And we have Balot Doctora again from the Philippine hotbed in terms of football. A legend, we can say, from where he has come from. And let's go through our match officials. Raymar de los Santos is the referee. Ryan Colores and Hussein Magosara are the linesmen or assistant referees, we could say. Mick John Pineda is the fourth official. Roberto Hernandez is the referee assessor. And Maja Año is the match commissioner. And once again, this is Claudio Manzano on call for this one. And you are catching this exclusively on the social media pages of the Philippines Football League. So while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like, follow, or subscribe. Give us a follow too dito po sa Instagram, TikTok, at Twitter. Username po namin doon ay at WeArePFL. So malapit na po ang kickoff ngayon. So sabi po nga natin kanina, ang ADT ay magpo 4-2-3-1 formation ulit. Yan po ang kanilang standard. At mukhang magpo 4-3-3 ang Stallion Laguna sa opensa. Habang dumedepensa sila, yung 4-3-3 formation na yun nagiging 4-5-1. At ito na po, Stefan Schrock kicked off this match. The Azkals development team are in their all-blue kits. They are playing from left to right. Stallion Laguna naman po ay naka-pink at white. Amirul, pinasa kay Rosquillo. Galiantes missed some time briefly but came back earlier in the season due to a an ankle injury. Binalik kay Rosquillo. Kitang-kita natin yung chemistry dito sa dalawang center back ng ADT. We know that Amirul and Rosquillo are close friends. Shrock looks like he's playing on the left. He has that license to roam. It is played through to the left. Dong Villarreal seemed to get a poke at that as Carino hit the floor momentarily, and it stays with the Azkals. Dov Carino, as we just saw pictured, was the man of the match when they salvaged a 2-2 draw versus UCFC over at New Clark City, the home of United City FC. As Stefan Schrock will take this corner kick, number 1 of the match overall, and it's driven in. Seemed to be taken tightly. Angeles cleared it. Got some great air. Rafa Nogueda to chase up against Yerick Galliantes. Galliantes with the speed. Nogueda with the physique. And he's looking to take a crack at it. Mangawang saves it though at the near post. And they give up a corner kick. Second overall of the match. So we see pictured it was up 1v1 between these two to duel. Nogueda an attacking mid where he would play his football right before coming to the Philippines. And he's looking to take a crack at it. Mangawang saves it though. But Mangawang and his positioning did the job. So it looks like Angeles will take the outswinger, and here it comes. Cleared momentarily. Kuchi put that back into the mix. Nogueda got that from Silva. Taken, but that is well wide for Villarreal. So it goes back and play will be resumed. May goal kick po ang ADT. Na kay Mangawang ngayon. Maniti. Gives it up to Frias. Frias got to take advantage of that space. Got past Balot for a moment, but Koichi was there. So the ADT attack is delayed. De Gracia man from Quest City. Maniti put that back. We spoke about the importance of Rosquillo and Amirul as their center back. But Jacob Maniti will be that engine for them in the midfield. Galliantes probing forward. As Galliantes hit the deck, and it will be a set piece for the visitors. So it was Aristorenas who tripped Yerick Galliantes. So Stefan Schrock and Gio Pabualan will step up to this. It will be a one-man wall given the angle. Stallion clearly with the advantage in terms of physique. It was dummied. Shraki, Maniti, they gave it up to Pabualan. Looks like that was out already though, before he looked to cut it back. So Pepito will resume play. Pepito also the keeper for theirs last game, so he gets the starting nod again. Gabe Silva asking for options. He picked up one man of the match so far by my count in this season. He also picked up a goal for himself. But with that unsuccessful Stallion ball forward. Babalik po dito ang bola sa Azkals development team. Shraki did well to connect with Dov Carino. Carino tried to cross it. Stallion still handling it so far. Abusi put it back, and eventually it is cleared by Nieras. Maniti puts it back to re-establish play. Nogueda came quite close to that. Nogueda normally comes off the bench for them, but given how things worked out for Stallion in their last game or their first matchup versus the ADT in this season, Abu C was tasked with giving trouble to the youthful backline with his speed, experience, and skill. So yan po ang gusto nila gawin dito kay Rafa Nogeda. At kasama niya rin po si Abu C ngayon, up front. Nakuha ni Nunez at babalik kay Amirul. Nakita din natin yung style syempre ng Stallion. Madalas nagka-counter attacking football po sila. So depensa muna tapos ka-counter. Shocky tried to get some step overs, puts it in. Still controlled by the Azkals inside. Frias took a fall, but that clearance went back to Maniti. Flicked it back, Amirul. Nakaidegrasya ngayon. Silva's clearance took a deflection. And it stays with the youngsters. Kanino po kayo ngayon? Ang Stallion o Azkals development team? Ang Stallion ay naka-pink at white. Yung ADT, naka-asul. So pakilagay na lang po sa comments. ADT o Stallion? Shocky. So ADT as expected are playing to their style. They like to put the ball on the ground, but this situation, they played it long. Frias sent it in, and it looks like that is the opener in the 8th minute. And looks like it is Dov Carino. He pushes his tally this season to 2 goals. And Stallion, unfortunately for them, get themselves in a similar situation. So that long ball over the top, Frias did well to meet it with that timed run, sent it in, and we got the on-rushing Dov Carino to send that home. Carino applauding and approving that effort. I believe it was Amirul who played it long and eventually found Frias. So great team effort, great energy from the young Azkals. But we were talking about Stallion. They are in a familiar territory, sad to say, for their supporters. They often find themselves conceding early on. But in the games we're in, they've picked up wins. It's been the opposite. Nakaka-goal po sila sa first 25% ng mga laro. Gabe Silva, who played in the American college system. Villarreal, the diagonal ball. Intercepted though by De Gracia. Pabuwalan and Maniti exchanging touches, trying to escape, but McDaniel did well to intercept. Trying to storm down the left up against Maniti. McDaniel, a former U22, U23 player, trying to beat Maniti. And from the looks of it, that is a corner kick for Stallion. So McDaniel gets past De Gracia. And by the time it was past Maniti, according to the linesman, it was poked away. Corner, number 2 for Stallion in this game. And again, given their height and physique, they want to take advantage of that as it's taken, and Mangawang read that well from Nogeda. From the looks of it, Rafa Nogeda scored his first goal in his career here in the Philippines off a header in the opening day, or in their opening day against Mendiola FC. So Nogeda with 2 goals also in his personal tally this season. Will he make it 3 to help his team? Let's find out as Rosquillo sent that away. But it stays with Stallion. Even the ADT are looking to absorb some pressure. Stallion will try to carve opportunities of their own. So a corner kick again to the hosts. So this was the previous play, and Noguera got his head to it, and Mangawang was able to reach it. No Julian Schwarzer again for this match. The outswinger delivered. Rosquillo beat Noguera to that though. McDaniel got a touch to it. Amirul half cleared. Aristorena sent it back. Picked up again by Mangawang. Stable goalkeeping from the youngster. And Mangawang currently pursuing his studies at De La Salle University. And he did mention he is eligible to play in the UAP given that the ADT is a guest team. Let's see if he will suit up as it's with Noguera at the moment. Takes the strike, but it is wide off the far post of the attacker. Amirul was tracking down as Noguera took that, but Mangawang saw it was off. So play to be resumed. And while we're at it, let's review the goal scorers for the two teams. ADT have Shrak, Rosquillo, and Jacob Maniti with 2 goals each in this campaign. But let us not forget, Dov Carino has joined that party of leading scorers with 2. As that looked like a foul against Stallion Laguna. And that was the high boot by Koichi that warranted that. So 4 players with 2 goals apiece for the Azkals development team. Those are their leading scorers so far. As Coach Rocky and Pabualan will look to drive this in again. Gio Pabualan, who did play for FEU back in his high school days. They dummied it again. Shraki sent that in. Headed out by Balot. Unable to recover though. And it's back with Stallion. Nieras. Nieras back in his usual position again ever since Dong Villarreal was put at center back again. That is where Nieras played, or that position he was utilized in back in his collegiate days. So whistle again. This time it is against Frias of the Azkals. As he got over aggressive against Balok Doctora, and it is resumed. Noguera again up against Galiantes. He looked to use his advantage there, but it's no good in this attempt. And Yuri Galiantes here with the Azkals has been used as a fullback. Back when Galiantes started out his career over here in the Philippines, he was being used as a winger. That was in the 2019 Copa Paulino Alcantara. And right after that, the Philippines competed in the SEA Games that was held at the Rizal Memorial Stadium and Binyan Football Stadium. So it was eventually picked up by Shraki. Na kay Maniti ngayon. Pinasa kay Amirul. And looks like we got Mateja Isaacson saying good morning from the UK. So ADT supporter po siya ngayon. Si Pao DG, syempre, suki ni Jason Pepito dito. Supporter sa comment section. Gabe Silva had Dov Carino on him. Pabualan. There was a short tug at his shirt by Koichi. They swung it over to Shraki now on the left. Looking to beat Nieras. Will he cross? Sent in. Koichi just got it out, but it's not out of the danger zone. Just put away by Pepito. What an effort from the goalkeeper to save his team by the skin of their teeth. So Koichi just did the job as we see, but that was a probing ball forward. Shraki. Deep into the area. Nieras just got it out, but it looks like that is another corner kick. So in that category, it is 3-2 for the Azkals development team. At sabi ni Azzy Abelia, good luck daw kay Enrico Mangawang, yung goalkeeper ng ADT. So just sent out the ball, taking great amount of height. Galiantes did well to move forward to get that ball out from Nogueda's path. The cross. Pepito again. They look to make amends for letting in that goal earlier in the 8th minute. So close to 17 minutes already in this game. Koichi looking to settle things down for them. Balot na kay Angeles ngayon. Angeles, a former Mindiola player. I believe he was also a coach in their youth setup. Abusi. Numbers not in their favor. Got it to Nogueda. McDaniel takes it. That took a deflection off Amirul. Koichi recovers. Binalik kay Abusi. Koichi on the overlap. Abusi again was the menace to the youthful ADT backline. And he sure did give them a ton of things to learn. Abusi got 2 goals in their win over the Azkals development team. Man of the match, and even finished as their center back. So you could say he gave that all-around effort. So it's collected again and into the gloves of Pepito. And they resume play. And sabi dito ni Welbert Pareda, shout out from South Korea. Totoo ba yun? McDaniel gets some space. No numbers to support though. Trying to shake off his counterpart, the shot, but it took a deflection of a defender. So Mangawang again saved that. This time it's at the bottom corner. So of course deflections can be very dangerous and can just catch the goalkeeper flat-footed and off guard given the sudden change of trajectory of the ball. At sabi ni Locsin Rondi, let's go Azkals. Supporter pa siya ng Azkals development team. McDaniel was looking to press on Amirul. Amirul contra Abusi. It was taken momentarily by Frias. Nunez to Carino. Carino finding Shraki out on the left. Shraki lobs it. Gabe Silva read that well. But it's back to the former Philippine men's captain. Koichi. Stallion having to get out of the danger area. Frias constantly pressing at his man. Because should you succeed, that gives you a golden scoring opportunity and potentially a 1v1 against the keeper. And when we compare the flow of things in the previous games, Stallion, in their first round encounter against the Azkals development team, were mainly counter-attacking but controlled the tempo with their defense. So it goes back to the visitors. Amirul. Maniti. His sister Chantel is part of the current Filipinas camp, the women's national team of the Philippines. Earlier today, the Philippines did pick up a 1-1 draw against Chile as they are playing right now and visiting the aforementioned country. As Dong Villarreal headed that ball, it was collected by Carino, looking to come up with those combinations with Pabualan Sent in. Silva read that. Pabualan in the area. The fall. ADT asking for a penalty, but no whistle by the referee in Raymar de los Santos. Angeles, his clearance came off Frias. So some adversity to face here with Stallion. ADT pressing and pursuing another goal. That was the fall that led to the young Azkals pleading for a penalty. But as of late, they are still continuing to pile up the pressure and are searching for a cushion. De Gracia didn't get to connect with Nunez. Nunez was that man earlier who made that forward run that forced Pepito into a diving or acrobatic save that just got Stallion to escape goal number 2 by the skin of their teeth. Nieras, Stallion will look to go up the right this time around. Got to evade Galiantes, but Nunez was there. It's been a great combination with Nunez and Maniti in the center of midfield. Koichi, a member of the Philippine national team in the Southeast Asian Games that was in Malaysia. Nieras tried to put that in the middle. Rosquillo sent it to the same direction. Eventually secured by Stallion. Some promising build-up though, but the ball is loose. McDaniel cuts it back. Amirul read that well. Frias. So Stallion looking to apply some pressure. Silva did well to deny that. Koichi. McDaniel. Numbers not in his favor. Trying to storm down the left. McDaniel versus De Gracia. Trying to use his footwork off Amirul again. And it's another corner kick for the hosts. Other than Jacob Maniti, you also have Finn McDaniel with a sister with the Filipinas. Finn McDaniel actually has 2 of those sisters who suit up for the women's national team. Koichi successfully passed Shraki, but headed away by Galiantes. Shraki trying to storm down. Angeles tried to get a tackle from behind. Shraki played it to open space though. Pabualan was judged offside. He was a bit hesitant at the run already. He had a hunch. He was already in that restricted area. Given that Pabualan opted to pursue and chase the ball, he's adjudged to be part of play, hence the flag being up. And if I believe that is offside number 1 in this game. Amirul, ADT looking to kill the pace of the game a bit. Off to play that passing game. Rosquillo. Rosquillo and Amirul, one of the many players who played in that U20 AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. And I also thought for a moment that Jacob Maniti was eligible to suit up in that tournament, but he did mention he was overaged. I believe that was by about a year. And when we emphasize players in the Azkals development team playing in these youth international competitions, Coach Shraki, who also helps in that setup, did say that the boys who get experience in the PFL have been sharp, as they would be competing against full-fledged professionals. Players who suit up for the likes of Stallion, as we see here. Abusi, Nogueda from distance, takes it, Mangawang with the save. So that looked to be on target in the middle of the goal, but given the power, Mangawang was called. So a corner again for Stallion. But they haven't been able to take advantage of their set pieces and equalize. It's sent in. Pabualan kontra Doktora. Aristorenas. Lobbed it over. Villarreal. The cross. Silva with a header. Wide again for them. So Stallion will get to reorganize. Same for the Azkals development team. They'll be able to get their defenders back. That was the service that set up Gabe Silva. Although they did not connect, you like what you were seeing. Getting those shots off, because in the previous set pieces or opportunities, they were dealt with by the ADT, so no scoring opportunities from that. Rosquillo. Balot. Nogueda. Dispossessed by Maniti. Carino. Lovely display. Shraki in the middle of traffic. Nunez put it back. Villarreal. Dispossessed. That ball meant for Carino. The early cross. Nobody from Stallion to meet it. At may goal kick po ulit ang ADT. Coach Ernie Nieras pictured right now. Looking to make some adjustments for their team. Amerul, that diagonal ball. Nieras put it out. His intention was to get it forward to his midfield, hoping to spring up a play. Sabi ni Mateja, Isaacson, what a save. Yun po ata yung save ni goalkeeper Iko Mangawang ng Azkals kanina. And that shot was taken by Rafa Nogueda. Shraki. Galiantes connecting with Shrock. Shrock though wasn't able to beat Gabe Silva and just got the job done. So Pepito will reset. Sent straight though to Pabualan. The Stallion backline currently unorganized, but Villarreal got a touch to that, and that was already past the touch line. So my goal kick ang Azkals development team. 4 goal kicks already, corner kicks rather. That's a corner kick conceded to the Azkals development team. So 4 na po dito para sa ADT. Shraki, the service. Nunez. The miscommunication with his playing coach. So he gives that away. Sayang yung opportunity na yun. So we covered the playmakers or assist men for the two teams competing. So Juanito Galeana and Finn McDaniel are the two leaders for Stallion with 2 assists apiece in this PFL edition. 2 of the assists of Juanito Galeana, ang kanilang Mexican foreign player, were to set up Finn McDaniel's goals. So 8 players from Stallion with 1 assist each. Coach Ernie Nieras completely vivid in the technical area of Stallion. Stay mentioning Coach Ernie, of course, not happy that one of the ADT players got their boot up. Coach Giovanni Villagracia and Coach Ernie Nieras exchanging some words over what just developed. Mick John Pineda, the 4th official, the cooler head just trying to restore order. Gallantes tumalsik. McDaniel's ball though was sent out. And I beg your pardon earlier, as we were just a couple or handful of feet away from the exchange of the two coaches. So it appeared again that Coach Ernie was not happy with the high boot of one of the boys of the Azkals development team. And his words being directed at Coach Giovanni. Coach Giovanni, of course, answered back. So, but let's go back to the action. At may throw-in po ngayon ang ADT. Stallion keen on that high press on the defense of the Azkals. Gabe Silva. Villarreal. Silva again. Doctora hit that back to Pepito. They look to spread the opposing Azkals development team defense. Mukhang naka 4-4-2 formation po ngayon ang team ni Coach Giovanni. Okay, Angeles Aristorenas. Angeles, binalik kay McDaniel. McDaniel now playing on the right. Kanina nasa kaliwa po siya. Balot thought about letting that go to Kowichi, but ADT had their number. 13 minutes away from additional time again in what is just the first half. Dov Carino so far spelling the difference, as Balot put that out to delay the Azkals attack. This is the 2023 Philippines Football League. We've got the Azkals development team in their all blue, playing from left to right. Ang Stallion naman po, sila ay naka-pink at white. Stallion playing from right to left. This is Claro Manzano on call for what is the final match of the first half of the season bago magka-international at holiday break po tayo. Although ito na po ang huling match ng first half ng season, as Nunez sent that out kay Coach Rocky. May mga ibang tournaments po rito para sa Philippine football. Rocky loved that ball to Frias. Gabe Silva sent it to the middle. Abu C. We haven't really been able to see those shades of Abu C back when he picked up that brace and man of the match. Noguera seemed to take a tug at Rosquillo. Abu C seeming, it seems that Abu C is limping. Baka injured po siya. Gallantes. Maniti. So Maniti played for the Philippines in the U23 AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. Unfortunately, the Philippines was unable to qualify. Sabi niya po, di siya nakalaro sa SEA Games dahil may club commitments pa siya nun sa Australia. Ang kanyang papa ay Pinoy, pero lumaki si Maniti sa Sydney at Melbourne. Again, when we do mention this is the final match of the first half before the holiday and international break, we still have the PFF Women's Cup, some women's national team friendlies, and the men's team have the AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup. Silva played that over the top. Noguera wasn't able to reach it, pero mukhang offside na po yun, kaya Medyo kita na ni si Nogeda sa pag-timing ng kanyang takbo. So ball goes out of play. Stallion getting forward. They've gotten into the danger zone again. So it's a matter of getting those shots up. Finishing did let them down though in their previous game, as they emphasized Silva. So other than the local football tournaments we mentioned, of course, that will take place after that will continue after the conclusion of the first half ng PFL. Syempre po, may FIFA World Cup po tayo. Koichi playing that forward. Angeles up against Amirul. That was always going to be tough, but looks like he prevailed to get it to his intended destination, but Nogeda didn't get to keep it in. May konting traffic po dito. Carino. That was delightful, but just overcooked that ball after to Frias. Carino, one of those many players who played in the U20 AFC, currently pursuing his studies in Ateneo de Manila. So should we have two players from the ADT up to play in the UAAP in their collegiate tournament, we could potentially have Mangawang and Carino playing against each other. Belgira. Nogeda. Put it back to Balot, and Amiru with that late challenge. The yellow card is out, and it looks like that is for him, and that is confirmed. So Nogeda laid that off, and the late challenge by Kaj Amirul floored the Stallion captain. Balot Doctora, one of the longest tenured players again in this team. He was around back when Stallion won the double back in the United Football League era. And the conversations continue. We just got a short glimpse of it. Coach Ernie and Coach Giovanni Villagracia still at it. I believe there are some unpleasant words that were hurled, as that service was unsuccessful and read by Mangawang. He has been a steady presence for the young Azkals. As it was distributed down the left. Galiantes trying to storm down. So we've got two speedy players on the same side, and McDaniel and Galiantes. De Gracia. Pumasok sa loob. Maniti. Carino. Plays it through to Galiantes. Not many options though. At mukhang may corner kick po ulit ang ADT. Double check lang po natin yan. Throw in lang po. Dong Villarreal, we could see right when they gave up possession or gave up the throw in, did ask for support for the back line. Of course, the back four cannot do it alone, and you often need that midfield to support you, especially with Stallion wanting to play that counter-attacking game. They will need that midfield block to make it difficult for their counterparts. And right now, they've got the ADT to beat in this match. If they'd like to claw their way out, 5 minutes away from getting additional time from fourth official Mick John Pineda. Rosquillo Sent that to McDaniel though. McDaniel gave it up with that loose pass. And again, what is up for grabs in this game with, as this is a mid-table clash, Stallion in 4th, the Azkals development team in 5th. A win from the ADT. Dito sila naka-asul. Will tie them up 15 points apiece as De Gracia crosses it in. Maniti kept it back. Frias wasn't able to handle that ball from De Gracia. Galeantes trying to keep this spell alive. Wins it back from Aristorenas. So given up. It stays with the ADT. First the ball rolls out of play. May goal kick po ngayon si Pepito. Silva. Binalik kay Dong Villarreal. Villarreal also a tenured player with Stallion. Silva playing it over the top to Nogueda. Nogueda, that target man. They're looking to receive those balls and lay it off to their attacking players. Abu C got his touch, but it went off. So as of late, Nogueda and Abu C have not been able to use their height advantage against their smaller counterparts in the young Azkals. Yung tanong ni Paulino John Alcantara, nasaan si Placito? Alam ko bumalik po siya sa States. Doon siya nagpo-football o soccer ang tawag nila doon. Nogueda wasn't able to connect with Koichi. We have seen those loose passes from Stallion and have been unable to connect. So could this be fatigue taking its toll as they have had to chase the game? As Angeles floored Harry Nunez. Angeles seemed to stare down the youthful midfielder. Nunez did play for the NCRFA in the youth competitions that we had at the national scale. That is a pair of finals appearances. They won one of those. It was at the U15 level wherein they won. They picked up second after losing or falling to Nofa at the U19 level. Not a bad record if you ask me. Ball still in play. Abusi now with Koichi. The Azkals development team now applying some pressure at the initiative of Coach Shraki. McDaniel got his head to it though. Didn't get to control. So again, it's a matter of just coming up with those ideal passes for Stallion. Angeles successfully after that chase. And there is a foul up against Jacob Maniti. 10 seconds away from getting additional time confirmation. And it looks like it will be a minute. And there you have it. It's confirmed. 1 minute of additional time. As displayed by fourth official Mick John Pineda. The service of Maniti. So it rolls out. So the unsuccessful service during that set piece, but it is still with the hosts. Pepito will opt to play long again. And that was the expected agenda as that game plan worked out for Stallion. Maniti had to put that back. Mangawang cleared it. Not enough distance though. Abu C gets it. Takes it though, and it just goes off the mark. He was going for the back post. And that is the halftime whistle as we saw Abu C's unsuccessful shot under replay. It is ADT 1, Stallion Laguna nil as we approach the respective halftime huddles. Dove Carino giving us the difference in the first half, finding the back of the net in the 8th minute. He now has 2 goals in this edition of the league. Again, it is the last match right before the international and holiday break as we have our highlights. Plenty to see. We saw Korea storming down the right, and this was the opener and lone go at the moment for Carino. Will Carino double his man of the match tallies this season? And Mangawan also made some steady goalkeeping for the ADT, but that was a fantastic save by Pepito. That was saved by Nunez with that probing run that was oh so promising. So there again, nil for Stallion, 1 for ADT at the break. Do stay tuned, everybody, and we will be back. Catch you in a bit. Close to resuming action right here, coming out of the respective halftime huddles. It is Stallion Laguna 0. The Azkals development team 1 behind Dov Carino's strike in the 8th minute. And pictured right now are our match officials as Leo Henrique and Hamer Hajemadi will be entering this match for Balot Doktora and Abu C. It has been a difficult first half for the host in Stallion Laguna in pink and white. Leo Henrique would oftentimes be a starter as Hamed Hajimadi has a quick handshake with Stefan Schrock from the Azkals development team. Hamed Hajimadi did say, and as it appears, he is still not yet 100% in terms of fitness because of his injury. He is nursing a right leg injury or knee injury based on the previous conversations that I have had with him throughout this football calendar. Stallion Laguna will kick this off. They will now play from left to right as Rafa Nogueda just awaits the signal from the referees. The Azkals development team will be playing from right to left this time around in their all blue. And another player who is back after a considerable amount of time is Dennis Chong. Chong, one of those veterans in this Azkals development team setup as Shrock plays that diagonal ball. Pepito. So Dennis Chung again back after breaking his foot. He was out for about 6 weeks. And from what I recall, his last match was against Maharlika Manila in the first round. So Chung virtually missed the second round of matchups. Chung came on for Gio Pabualan. McDaniel. Henrique plays it through to Noguera. Will this be the chance to equalize? Puts it in for the hosts. Game on. What a way for Stallion to start off this second half. Just getting what the doctor ordered. Instant impact from Leo Henrique. Playing one of his good friends through. Noguera sends that home past Mangawang. Well-timed run. Well-timed pass. And we are just got this second half going. Rafa Noguera now tied with Abu C with 3 goals scored this season, and they are now joint as the team's second leading scorer. The next man to beat, if we just take a look at it internally, Finn McDaniel, 4 goals. But a goal is a goal if you are Stallion, if you want to fight back. And the same, of course, can be said for ADT. They have been very balanced in scoring as Pepito just kept that ball headed by Belgira in. Great hustle from the keeper. Shraki. Ball up for grabs in the center. Gabe Silva got it for a short moment. It came off a player though. So it looks like the ADT have switched up to a 4-4-2. It is Dennis Chung and Justin Frias up front. Chung, just like Galiantes, introduced themselves to the local football setup or the Philippine football setup as a whole while playing in that Southeast Asian Games edition in 2019. Chung scoring a memorable equalizer in one of those matches. It might have been against Myanmar. I'll check that. It was Cambodia. So they will be relying on his experience. Chung's experience will help or will be essential for the ADT to grab this win as we are back to level terms. But this time it's one apiece. Noguera plays it to Hamed, though Hamed seemed to beat Galiantes at first. But Yerik fought his way through to stop the veteran Iranian. Hamed from Iran, but has been in the Philippines for quite some time already and has well integrated into the local community. And from the way Hamed moves, it is clear, and he did confirm he is not yet 100%. So he expects to be back at that specific or ideal form in the new year. Again, this is the last match before the international and holiday break. Huwag niyo kalimutan po, may FIFA World Cup din po tayo, may AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup, may PFF Women's Cup, may mga Filipinas friendlies din daw nakaplano po dito. And again, this is Claro Manzano on call for this match, coming to you as we are coming to you from the PFF National Training Center dito po sa Carmona, Cavite. And this coverage again, or you are catching this exclusive coverage on the social media pages of the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Pakipindot yung like, follow o subscribe button. May Instagram, TikTok at Twitter accounts din po ang PFL. Ang username po dun ay at WeArePFL. Frias kontra Gabe Silva. So Gabe Silva, that American center back with Brazilian roots, just beat the young Azkals attacker. So again, Silva has always been a shoo-in for Stallion in their starting lineup. Aristorenas gives it to Angeles, who will settle down with possession. Na kay Kuya Shraki. Shraki storming through the midfield, looking to play his options running forward. Carino gets past and make that goal number 2. The difference maker in this game so far. What an effort. Dove Carino just slicing through the defense and putting it past Jason Pepito. Dove Carino now storming the leading scorer looking of the Azkals development team. Let's not forget Shrak slicing the midfield to find Carino. Carino getting past Gabe Silva with his speed. Other than that, he got through to Nieras and put it through past Jason Pepito and into the back of the net. 2-1 for the young Azkals. Dove Carino, know the name, know the face, know the number. Carino also was instrumental in that character test of the Azkals development team when they picked up a 2-2 draw versus United City FC on the road over at the new Clark City Athletics Stadium in Capas, Tarlac. That stadium, of course, is the home of United City FC. And Carino has been in fine form as of late, as we got a man decked in Frias up with Finn McDaniel. Both players exchanging some
Carino
words. And the look to get those mind games going. And it was McDaniel who was the culprit. And Justin Frias, when we talk about his efforts, he's been playing up front in the second half, but in the first 45 minutes of the game, he did whip in that cross for Harry Nunez. That was just saved by Jason Pepito. Na kay Coach Shraki kontra Nieras. Galiantes nasa loob. Binalik kay Shraki. Shraki does not able to keep it in. So it goes back to the hosts. So Nieras will put this back into play. So Balot Doctora started as he is their usual captain. Galliantes appeared to be hobbled and took a knock. ADT opting to play. Maniti did well in tight space. Frias plays it through. Carino, no good for them. Carino wasn't able to put it through, missing the near post. He managed to beat Koichi Belgira with his run, but a tough angle. Could have done better, as we have seen from his previous efforts. So Stallion again just fought back, but Dov Carino just put in another goal. Chung, Shrakidan holding on to his left boot. Maniti puts it out of play for their captain and playing coach. So let's see how this will develop. It does not seem to be severe. And knowing Shraki, of course, from his playing days, not just in the Bundesliga, but right here with the likes of Ceres. He's a tough cookie, and he will be able to continue. Picture this coach, Giovanni Villa Gracia, and he did have a couple of exchanges with Coach Ernie Nieras in this match. As another man hits the deck, this time in Allen Angeles. But with this foul, he wins a free kick though for his squad. And looks like he got hit in the upper body. So let's see how it's developed in the replay. Angeles colliding with Jaime Rosquillo. And we may have some substitutions coming in. And it looks like they'll be making this right before the Hamed Hajimadi service. It is Brian Ibanez from National University. He did opt to turn pro quickly, or opt to turn pro during the pandemic and the uncertainty, or the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, rather. So, stepping off will be Allen Angeles.
Allen Angeles is replaced by player number 25, Brian Ibanez.
So back to the action. Hamed drives this in. Galliantes. ADT just getting the job done, but half cleared. Galliantes did intercept that ball from Henrique, but it's back with him. Ibanez cutting through. Came off Rosquillo. Galliantes and Carino. Rosquillo with the clearance. Dennis Chung to chase against Aristorenas. Aristorenas trying to stop him as we have some tugging. And that is why we have a foul up against Aristorenas. Trying to stop, trying to make an impact again in his first game back after injury. Henrique trying to use his trickery against Nunez. Villarreal. Ibanez. Got past Rocky. This time there's Galliantes to beat. Some support from Rosquillo. Rosquillo just imposing himself. But there is a corner. Got past Rocky to deal with, but you like how this Rosquillo was not afraid to put his body on the line. So with our unofficial tally, it is 4 corners apiece for the two teams. Hamed sends this in. Rosquillo got his head to that. He has been all over the place. Koichi, the early cross. Came off of Shiraki. Ibanez was asking for it. Well, Gabe Silva was asking for it from Ibanez, rather. As that clearance came to the ADT bench and quite close. And Coach Ernie Nieras is not a happy man with Stallion just conceding right after they equalized behind Rafa Nogueda. So it is those early stages again after kickoff that have been the Achilles heel of the hosts. Hamed trying to press against Rosquillo. Rosquillo did well. Just to let it go out, it will be a Mangawang goal kick. And Jaime Rosquillo, as we know, one of the homegrown players in this squad. And it's great to see them getting mentored by a player they look up to in Stefan Schrock. Koichi. Enrique contra Chung. The young Azkals asking for a high boot. They were hoping to get a foul. Hamed played that long. Stallion just seemed to be a bit disjointed. We could hear some frustrated words from their players with that unsuccessful ball forward. Frias sent that to Shiraki. Shiraki trying to storm past Nieras. Villarreal there to support. Ibanez into the mix too. Shiraki sends that in. And into the gloves of Jason Pepito. Pepito trying to trigger a counter. This is where Stallion like to capitalize. Ibanez through though. Gallantes asking for offside. Ibanez thought about it for a moment. Backheeled it to Hamed. But Hamed being the last one to take a touch as Gallantes' cross came off of him. So we also have Frias, who is down from what appears to be cramps. But Andres Aldeguer is set to check in for Frias, who is pictured right now. Aldeguer early in the campaign of the ADT was their striker up front, but they opted to change up their starting lineup in this game. Aldeguer's father, a former professional basketball player. So Aldeguer also getting that height and using it to his advantage in football. Aldeguer has one goal to his name in this 2022-2023 season of the PFL. He'd like to double it, of course. If we were to put ourselves into his shoes, Aldeguer picked up that goal against Maharlika Manila in quick succession after kickoff. So with Frias being taken off due to cramps, it's now resumed. Shiraki headed that Mangawang free kick, but it was out. Ibanez. Nogueda got the second ball. Nogueda was in a tight spot against Rosquillo. Rosquillo not afraid to size up. And Nieras just hurling some words at our referee in Raymar de los Santos. Matt Nieras felt that should have gone their way. Aldeguer against Villarreal. Aldeguer. Dennis Chung. Sent it to Shraki. Shraki with some options up ahead. Plays it back. They look to switch it up. Maniti. Driven in. Picked up by Stallion though. That is Torenas. Back with Jason Pepito. So again, let's not forget about the implications in this one. A win from the Azkals development team levels them on points. And should the ADT win this match, they will also get our edge. Stallion Laguna on goal difference. So that will be important or vital over the course of the season, which will resume after the new year. Hamed Amirul denied that ball. Shraki played it direct. Villarreal trying to make it difficult for Aldeguer. Villarreal hit the deck. Nieras just got it for them. Hamed. And they'll play it back. Enrique did well to splice the defense. McDaniel gets his chance to go forward. Takes the shot though, but clearly off the mark for Stallion. So Stallion getting that dream start in this second half as we look at McDaniel's last opportunity, or the most recent opportunity. So 5 minutes over, or 6 minutes over the 1 hour mark. It is 2-1 for the Azkals development team, all behind Dov Carino. But before that, Rafa Nogueda did level things 1-1 at the beginning of the second half. Maniti, they look to re-establish their offense forward. Chung managed to beat Koichi, and it's now forward. Gabe Silva unsuccessful, but there is a whistle against the Azkals development team, to the dismay, of course, of the aforementioned Giovanni Villagracia and the entire staff, in disbelief over that call. Ibanez. Nieras, pero nakuha ni Rosquillo. Nieras plays it forward. Ibanez kontra Rosquillo. At may pito po tayo rito. So Rosquillo winning that against Ibanez. And this was the play that got the ADT in uproar, as that was whistled against Carino. But over at the other hand, may Rosquillo kontra Ibanez. Foul daw dun kay Ibanez at pabalik ang bola po dito sa ADT. 2-1 pa rin ang ating score. And let's review the table above these two teams competing, as Mangawang's ball went out of play. Kaya currently top the table with that big win over United City FC in Iloilo yesterday. They have 27 points. UCFC with 24. Cebu with 21 points. So ADT and Stallion, simple as is, would like to join that mix and contest for the title and an opportunity or opportunities to play at the AFC level. So yung mga top teams po dito makakalaro sa AFC Champions League at AFC Cup. In the difficult situation the ADT got themselves out of. Nunez, Maniti, Shraki, Nieras and Henrique combining to stop that. But Henrique loses it against Maniti. Shraki hits the floor. And Leo Henrique gets booked. And he already entered this game with a handful of bookings. So should a player get 3 yellow cards over the course of the season, they will receive a 1-match ban. Pero kung makakadalawang yellow card po ang isang player sa isang match, makakuha po sila ng red card. Shraki was floored in that last play and will resume things for them. But not pictured, we've got Kaj Amirul, who may be suffering from cramps too. He was being stretched by Haren de Gracia, his teammate. But for the meantime, it looks like Amirul will be able to continue. Shraki sends it in. Aldeguer got his touch. Who will secure the second ball? Chung took it off a defender, but the shot taken, picked up by Pepito. I believe that shot was taken by Nunez. Nunez. Chung was looking to play Aldeguer and gives it out now to the right. Carino wasn't able to reach that. Sabi ni John Lloyd pa, shout out. Hello po sa inyo lahat. Magandang hapon. Hamed. Henrique. Switching it up. Nogueda, will he neutralize that ball? He does. Takes a fall though against De Gracia. He was clipped. Stallion pleading for a penalty. No call by the referee. We would like to see that on replay as we have another collision between Chung and Gabe Silva. So this was to play Nogueda shifting and De Gracia appearing to clip him, but right after this was what happened. Chung colliding with Gabe Silva after releasing the ball and finding Aldeguer. But before Maniti resumes play, we've got Yannick Tuason and Troy Limbo checking in. Nogueda and Finn McDaniel will be calling it a day after it has been a tough one, despite Nogueda leveling it in the 46th minute, but Stallion unable to sustain that energy.
Substitution for Stallion Laguna FC.
Troy Limbo, a man from Cagayan de Oro. He's worked his way through the different age groups of the youth national teams. And he said he would love to go full circle and one day get called up for the Azkals.
Substitution for Stallion Laguna FC. Player
Played
number
forward, Silva headed it out to the side.
5.
Koichi.
Player number 12, Troy Limpo.
Aristorenas didn't get to save it though. Hamed. Ball under dispute. Shraki got it, but he's got a man on him. Shraki. Galiantes. Rosquillo, pirasa kay Amirul. Nunez, what a game he has had partnering up with Maniti. Sends that high looping ball. Carino. Looks like he thought about it for a moment. Shraki now on the left against Nieras. Bodies in the area. Shraki thought about taking it. Pero may corner po rito para sa ADT. It's been fairly even by my count dito po sa corner kicks. Pero sa category na yun lamang ang Stallion dahil sa kanilang advantage sa height. But now the young Azkals have this opportunity. And it looks like there is a foul. That was committed inside the 6-yard box. Gabe Silva with the initiative to play it quick. The ADT getting their bodies behind the ball. But there's a foul, I believe, against Limbo committed against Andres Aldeguer. Let's take a look at that again. Aldeguer was looking to secure possession, but Limbo was whistled. This time around, Cyril Saut will be coming in, the younger of the two brothers. And to the applause of the ADT bench and supporters who have come in, Dov Carino receives recognition for getting 2 goals on the board for them. As of late, it's been so far so good for them, but they've got 15 more minutes to at least hold the fort. Galiantes contra Ibanez. Referee Raymar de los Santos will just look to calm things down for them. Ibanez also trying to prove himself in this matchup with Shraki, playing on the same side. Looks like there's a handball from what we quickly saw. But according to the linesman, there was offside. It will return to Stallion. And again, this is the 2020-2023 Philippines Football League. You are catching this exclusive coverage on the social media pages of the PFL. That's on Facebook and YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button or that follow icon. We are coming to you from PFF, the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. This is Clara Manzano on call for the final game of the first half of the season before the international break and holiday break. We also have the FIFA World Cup coming on, the AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup. We have the PFF Women's Cup ongoing too. The Filipinas, the women's national team, also have some scheduled friendlies. For the moment, they have one against Chile. Tuason tried to put that on go with a bicycle, but Rosquillo beat him to it. Did it himself to clear it though. Maniti sent that forward. Enrique contra Shrak. Enrique, delightful skill. Got it to Nieras. Stallion not out of the blue. So Jaime Rosquillo is down. Pictured now. And it is his left thigh. Appearing to be hurt. We did see this pairing of Amirul and Rosquillo, we can say, get separated during the ADT trip to New Clark City. Harin de Gracia finished as one of the center backs. I believe it was Ruskili who got cramps in that game of theirs against UCFC. But we review again the form of the two teams heading into this one. Stallions suffering 2 losses, but right before that, they had 3 wins. And in their last 2 losses, they've only picked up 1 goal through Koichi Belgira. Right before that, they have the 4-0 win over Maharlika Manila behind Leo Henriquez 2 goals as Finn McDaniel and Rafa Nogeda contributed to that scoreline. But unfortunately, those 2 players are no longer in the match, as it has been a tough one for them against Coach Rocky and the young Azkals. For the ADT, on the other hand, their last 5 games, they have only suffered 1 loss, and that was at the hands of Kaya FC Iloilo, 1-0. And before this game of theirs, the ADT sealed a 3-1 win last weekend versus Mindiola FC 1991. That was 7 days ago. Maniti played it out to the further end. The ADT still moving forward. What a display, getting into the middle. That was by Cyril Saut. You love what you were seeing, but Yannick Tuason kontra Mangawang. Mangawang with some sweeper keeper duties with that ball getting close to the commentary panel. And of course, with the modern role of goalkeepers, they are called to action to work as that sweeper behind the back 4 or the defense. Ibanez now playing on the left. Trying to connect with Limbo. Hamed to Henrique. Henrique contra Shraki. Try to play it through to Aristorenas. Henrique, he was instrumental in getting that first goal. As it went out to the dismay of the ADT. And it's off the head of Rosquillo. My corner po rito ang Stallion. So Hamed, to make the service as expected, he was one of the subs put into this match. That ball played a little long. Silva got 2 touches. Cleared away. Villarreal. Henrique. What a lovely ball forward. Hamed, the cross. Mangawang just punched it away. The shot taken though with great power from Belgira, but it was blocked by the defense as we have Maniti down in pain. So Jacob Maniti will be getting some treatment before they resume this. Rosquillo did too earlier. Had to get his leg iced, and he is stretching himself once again. Not pictured though. Rosquillo was able to continue but was hobbled. So to add to Rosquillo, who is not pictured here, and Jacob Maniti, we've got another player down being stretched. So there you have it pictured. And with the score on their side, ADT may look to burn some time off the clock, but let's see how that will go and develop. So teams also taking their time to rehydrate as the temperatures now start to go down. As this match started at 4 p.m. where we had a quick rain. So this match will resume with a throw-in. Restorenas. Tuason. Sent it into the middle. Ibanez thought about it for a moment. The shot, but blocked. Enrique sent it, but it goes over. We've got that promising Stallion possession. Ibanez thought about it and cut inside, opting to go for his left foot, given that was a tough angle to take with his right. But after that, there was the Enrique shot that was no good and well off. So Mangawang will take this goal kick to resume things, and he's had a steady performance. Saud. Side of Saud just weaving through traffic. Maniti, he's able to resume for them. Didn't get to switch it up though. And there's the high boot against Rosquillo. Stallion get the free kick. Taken quickly by Nieras. Ibanez. Nieras to Enrique. Push that over to Silva. And it came off De Gracia, I believe, or Saud rather, before Nunez sent it back. Nieras though hitting the deck after colliding with Shraki. And with time expiring in this game, the intensity has just taken another notch up as play now resumed. Enrique to Ibanez. Ibanez had a lot of defenders to deal with. Hamed didn't get to beat Aldeguer. And now a chance for the ADT on the counter. Searching for the insurance goal. And that was South who came up with that promising run earlier in the further end. Ibanez sent that back to Galiantes. It's 2-on-1 on the corner. Destroy Limbo. And Ibanez going up against Sirik. Limbo and Galiantes knowing each other well from their days in the national team. And that was in the youth setup. But we have this set piece that is down the left. Shraki will be making a cross. So we have the signal from Raymar de los Santos, and it's the service from Shraki that is overcooked. So less than 3 minutes remaining before additional time. The ADT will look to use another sub. Sian Galsim now getting some instructions from their coaching staff along with Lance Locsin, it seems, with Rosquillo down. So play stop Rosquillo with the same problem that continues to nag him on his right leg. The referee signaling for the stretcher. We still need to find out who will be stepping off for Galsim, and check that it is Vincent Parpan coming on with him. So Rosquillo will not be able to finish the game from the looks of it. But let's confirm with the subs that will be used. So Harry Nunez will be coming off along with Jaime Rosquillo in favor of Vince Parpan and Cian Galsem. Let's see how the ADT backline will shape up.
Player number 6, Harry James Nunez.
So Stallion continue to chase this game.
Vincent Albert.
It was Dov Carino who found the opener in the 8th minute. Rafa Nogueda equalized right after halftime. But Dov Carino answered back, and here we are, 2-1, set up for this finish. And we have felt the tensions just slowly escalate as Tuason didn't able to connect with that. Niera still keeps this possession or spell of possession alive for them. Shiraki, the man on Henrique, dispossesses him, plays it over to the further end to Cyril Saud, now making a run for it. He's got Chong and Aldeguer in the middle. Gets past his markers. Cut it back though, pero sabi ng referee, outside na po yung bola nun. So, goal kick dito. And with their last-minute adjustments, Gabe Silva is now playing forward with 4 minutes of additional time to be played as presented by fourth official Mick John Pineda. Chung didn't get to find Parpan. Nieras kept that in well. Now that diagonal ball, as it went out, Troy Limbo was unable to connect with that Stallion ball that was forward. So almost a minute into additional time. We'll be having 3 more minutes. Chung, will he cross? Cut that back. Aristorenas. Try to get it to safety. You've now got Yannick Tuason and Gabe Silva playing up front. Gabe Silva again, their usual defender. Sent to safety by the ADT backline, Aldeguer. Aristorenas. Teams exchanging touches. Saud contra Villarreal. And if there is one thing to note in this game, the ADT continuously have that initiative to body up against their much bigger counterparts, given that they are much younger and are members of the youth national teams of the Philippines. Ibanez got that Galsim clearance that did not get some distance. Nieres' forward ball came off Parpan. Aldeguer. Saud has the space. Belgira. Great connections. Takes it, but over the mark for them. So about a minute and a half of added time remaining. Stallion desperately trying to get back into this game. Parpando with the gutsy slide to dispossess Hamed. Shraki. Hamed dispossessed Parpan. Tuason. Limbo. Amirul sent that. Mangawang didn't get to handle that ideally. Stallion saying that was handball as he was out of the goalkeeper box. We did not get a clear picture of that from where we are seated. But no call by the referee in that one. Ibanez floated it forward. Galiantes will just let that go out of play. But Niera's got it back. Galsim. The ball's still in play though. The ADT desperately just trying to get it out. Chung. They'll need his veteran wits to get him out of this. Shraki trying to hold up play. Close to the 4th minute mark already of additional time, as this may be the last spell of possession. And there it is! The Azkals development team seal the victory and end the first half of the season on a good note. Stallion Laguna though fall and get their 3rd consecutive loss to end the first half. Dov Carino found the opener in the 8th minute. And the ADT headed to halftime with that 1-0 lead. But right after halftime, Rafa Nogueda made it 1-0, but Dov Carino answered back to 2-1. And this was Nogueda's earlier strike. As we just recap the game that has been action-packed. Frias here, finding Carino for the opener. Carino, now the team's leading scorer this season with 3 goals this campaign. As Stallion had a great number of chances, but Nunez's there the other end just called up Pepito to make a save. Mangawang called to action up against Nogueda again, as they played him all through, and this is what leveled things up for us. Enrique making an instant impact, getting subbed on in halftime, and right when play resumed, that's exactly how he did, connected with Rafa Nogueda. But Carino, what an effort here, a delightful one, slithering and slicing through the defense, and that proved to be the final goal of the match, as they sealed it about 8 minutes after Nogueda's equalizer. But chances were still aplenty, as this game proved to be high-octane with tensions rising and rising all throughout. We even had our coaches exchanging some unpleasant words, but Ibanez came close to it. As that does it, Stallion Laguna won, the Azkals development team 2. And with that result, we now figure, or these teams figure, in a tie for 4th place on the table. And once again, this has been Claro Manzano on call for this match. Support local football. We will catch you next year for more PFL action, but do not forget, we've still got much more with the Filipinas. We have the PFF Women's Cup, the AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup, and as we know, the FIFA World Cup, which is set to commence soon. So, see you everybody, and we'll catch you soon.